Hello.
You need something?
Making friends.
Greetings.
Not bad cloak. I, the great Bartolo, shall make for you the world famous, alliance renowned Yeti fur cloak. Travel the planet and find yourself a better cloak, I dare you. Oh wait, what is that, little human? Bartolo, there's no finer cloak. Yes, yes, that I have heard before. Bartolo requires a bolt of wool, a hillman's cloak made by a skilled leatherworker. Fine thread and Yeti fur, of course. Bring it to me, and these items shall make you a happy customer.
Light bless you.
Enjoy blessing of freedom. Your joints will feel better for the next few moments. And they feel worse again.
Need help? Safe travels.
But yeah, while Blizzard apparently wants to be done with the whole Iron Sword conflict, again, like I was saying, it doesn't really make sense for it to just be, like, unilaterally over. Certainly the leaders obviously would call an end to active military stuff, but it's always possible for, like, the military elements to not entirely listen. Stuff to happen off the books, Like, look at Jaina during Warcraft 3. Her father came and commandeered Terramore entirely. She tried to call him off. But he wouldn't listen. And the Terramore troops were obligated to follow his orders. So while that's the case of him outranking the leader seeking peace there, you can certainly see a lower ranking person trying to pull something. There's a lot of wounds there. A lot on the Alliance side than the Horde, but this is a way to give the Horde wounds, Peace isn't won with a few words. Peace isn't... there's decades of bad blood here. Generations of grudge. So it would take time to smooth that over, to make things better, and for some it never would be. So, there will be an attempt to break the cycle, but it takes time for that to, take effect, There will be people who have grudges there, who miss their family, miss their loved ones. Maybe their husband died, their wife died, their kids died, and they want to make the other side hurt. They don't see them some may want to kill a particular individual, but so often they wouldn't know who did it. So they just want to make any of them hurt. Even just random civvies. So that's what I think will be a good story point, And they don't even need to necessarily be military. They could be just, self-trained, a self-trained group. Maybe someone is ex-military, or, an ex-adventurer who trained them how to fight, You could even go for the hunters, merely changing their target. A White Death kind of thing. Or did he do military training? I think he actually did do military training. Prior to all that. It wasn't just a hunter that got conscripted. I think. But, they could do something like that. It just doesn't make sense to me to, bring a decades-old conflict. Just it's over. If they're actually trying to do that, that's shit writing. Categorically. There's a lot of bad blood there. While they've been called together to work together, often there is so much bad blood there. It's impossible to just snap and have it over, There's probably few who haven't lost relatives, loved ones, friends to either side. Certainly in the case of the Lions. And then the Lions can also say that they had their friends mutated into orcs, turned into monsters. So, you know, a lot of bad blood there. So, I feel like the issue with, you know, Blizzard writing isn't just like writers, but it feels very corporate. Or, you know, there's someone putting their fingers in the pie that doesn't really know what a pie is, you know? That's just how it feels to me. Shit, I'm not done here yet. Where else do I have to go? I have to go back to Orbadine, but I also have to go over this one. Let's offload my inventory a little. Telsamar. Bayor Stonehand. Sure. Yeah. Just paranoid that mic wasn't working, blah blah. Typical annoying shit.
Great to meet you.
Wish I could say the same. Can't wait till I can be level 40 and get them out of my inventory, because they're taking up a lot of space. Okay, this is going well. Lean wolf meat, linen, silk, stone. Ooh, didn't even notice me getting this. Not sure when I got it. I have a lot of work to do tomorrow, so I might get to play. Certainly if I get to play, it'll be late, probably. But I'm gonna get back to work on getting him through Strangletorn. Need to get back to work on editing, because the GM does want me to share the vids with them. So that can be done. Though I am nervous as hell. Let me go check if I do have to tell some more 5 point. Because I thought I did grab it. Like I didn't the first time, but the second time sure I did. Also, Blizzard's been forgetting characters. Like I was talking about it before, one of the Windrunner sisters was a leader of Dalaran. Like, there's the Alliance, the Silver Covenant in Dalaran. She was the leader of that. So, you know, she's a politically influential person. Certainly not one of the leaders of the city-state, but she would have been important you know, she would she would have had political sway, I imagine, of some sort. But she was entirely forgotten for the whole Dalaran focused nature of the new expansion. The city is destroyed. She's feared dead, but now apparently she moved away years ago.
What's on your mind?
Blizzard just forgot to have her in it. Beautiful.
Be good.
Blizzard just forgot to have her in it. And they gave it to her sister instead. So, like, she was married to the former archmage of the place, you know? She would have been an important person, you know? But they just entirely forgot she existed. It's... Again, Blizzard's writing has never been the best. So it's... Yeah. I would love if they did. Like, it's hard to know exactly what the issue is. Like, I remember hearing before, well, people were made to, like, compose music for, like, levels without knowing anything about what the level's about. Or something like this. They just have to, like, blindly compose stuff. And, like, so they have to work under really weird, strained conditions. So it's just, like, in the back of my head is, you know... In the back of my head, it's just like, is the issue with the writing, you know, poor writers? Is it meddling from, you know, corporate? Is it bizarre working conditions, you know? I remember hearing before that Kojima had to communicate with his team for Metal Gear Solid 5 by way of a Konami loyalist. Because Konami apparently didn't like Kojima. He had to communicate through some third party, through some random employee there. He wasn't allowed to actually talk to his staff. So, yeah, there's. I suppose there is lots of characters, but you'd think you'd have a spreadsheet, and it's like, okay. I remember seeing someone on Tumblr. They shared a writing program that they had, and I think you had to pay for it. But it would have like a wiki, and so you would like go through, and it's like, okay, here's the Dalaran page, and like, oh, here's notable characters, like, and then you click on their name, and it'll bring you to that character's page and all the details about them, and so. You know, you'd have this wiki, and you'd be able to easily reference everything related to Dalaran. You know, you would have Risa, I think that's her name. You'd have her there. You would have ex-members, Rohin. You'd have, you know, Jaina. You'd have Khadgar. You would have, you know, this and that there. And it's, you know, it's nice and easy way to keep track of things. A company like Blizzard should have something like that. So characters aren't getting forgotten, so things aren't, you know, getting lost or fucked up. So, I don't know how a, you know, games company this long in the business can mess up something that random writer on Tumblr could fix, you know? So... Now, if you were to ask me, like, okay, what would you write? I'll be honest, I'm not sure. One, I have yet to flex my own writing chops and write my own stories. But beyond that, I'm not sure, like, how do you write another character? Write someone else's character? You know, how do you write someone else's thing? Have the character's voice be right. Because it's your words coming out their mouth, not the other writers. But then again, it's a team of writers, and I'm sure they've had most of the writers in the writer's room cycle in and out over the years. So whoever was writing variants lines in Classic probably wasn't writing them at the start of Legion, you know? Papa Madsen was there, but beyond him, you know? Actually, Samwise is gone. Metzen's back now, but Samwise is gone. That's the old guard leaving. It's sad to see. Samwise did put out his own novel, if you're curious.
What can I get for you today?
He,
Safe travel.
and it has very much his art style on the cover. It looks very much like a Warcraft character. Not sure how good it is. Never read it, but it does exist. Okay, more lore. In the ancient times, after the Titans departed Azeroth, their children, known as the Urden, continued to shape and guard the dark recesses of the world. The Urden were largely unconcerned with the affairs of the surface-dwelling races, and longed only to plumb the dark depths of the earth. When the world was sundered by the Well of Eternity's implosion, the Urden were deeply affected. Reeling with the pain of the earth itself, the Urden lost much of their identity, and sealed themselves within the stone chambers where they were first created. Uldaman, Uldum, Ulduar. These were the names of the ancient Titan cities where the Urden first took shape and form. Buried deep beneath the world, the Urden rested in peace for nearly 8,000 years. Though it is unclear what awakened them, the Urden sealed within Uldaman eventually arose from their self-imposed slumber. These Urden found that they had changed significantly during their hibernation. The rocky hides had softened and become smooth skin, and their powers over stone and earth had waned. They had become mortal creatures. Calling themselves the Wolves, the last of the Urden left the halls of Uldaman and ventured out into the waking world. Still lulled by the safety and wonders of the deep places, they founded a vast kingdom under the highest mountain in the land. They named their land Kaz Modan, or Mountain of Kaz, in honor of the Titan Shaper Kaz Goroth. Constructing an altar for their Titan father, the dwarves crafted a mighty forge within the heart of the mountain. Thus, the city that grew around the forge would be called Ironforge ever after. The dwarves, by nature fascinated with shaping gems and stone, set out to mine the surrounding mountains for riches and precious minerals. Content with their labors under the world, the dwarves remained isolated from the affairs of their surface-dwelling neighbors. Ironically, it's the Draenei, the space goats, that introduced jewel crafting to the world. At least as a mechanic. Oh no, not a book. I could do with a drink. I did get a cup of tea a bit ago, but I could do with another one.
What's on your mind? Keep your feet on the ground. Interest you in a fight?
Here we go. Ach, you startled me, man. Can't you see I was lost in thought? What's that? The Orden's shipment for Ironforge. Ah, yeah. I know what you speak of. Mogorosh ogres. That's who took me old friend's ore shipment. Garavan was heading here from the wetlands and was ambushed. The guard who survived their attack just passed away a few days ago. Hewer couldn't get to him fast enough. If you want the shipment, you have to head northeast across the loch. It's got to be up there somewhere.
Watch your back.
Doing that dramatic reading of that book. Slightly changing my voice there. Yeah, I did feel like I was straining. I suddenly felt very much thirstier for it.
Hi. Safe travels.
Welcome.
Brilliant small fish. Hawk frenzy delight. Long jaw mud snapper. They're all pre-cooked. Could sell the raw. If she sold the raw versions, you would have well, a way of getting easy cooking training, and you could probably sell them for people looking for easy cooking training. I was thinking of fishing to try and fish a bit, but okay, sure, we'll give it a shot. We go buy a fishing rod.
Hello. Keep your feet on the ground.
I don't have a target.
My god, I can do it. I can fish with the controller. I know it's not in the pool, but still. Proof of concept. It didn't work. It did there. That's really fussy. I see, there it worked. Ah, I still need to be pointed at it. Sure is. Yeah, it does interrupt it. Hey, not sure how to use fishing buddy. Hey, folks. Fishing buddy. Better fishing. Ooh, it lets you double click. Fish and hook with a single keybind. It uses dragonflights and rats since 3.4.1. Soft targeting accessibility feature lets you target NPCs and objects with camera only and using the interact key to interact with it. Right click. Double click with right click is cast is also supported, but it has to be enabled via options. That's better fishing. I've got fishing buddy. Slash FB. Options. I wish I could rebind it to something else. Sagefish school. Yeah, I think I'm too weak to catch those. Okay, yeah. It has to be damn close. Yeah, it has to be down close for me to actually fish. I'm not sure there's much point to me holding on to this fishing rod. But you know what? I'm gonna. Remember going through here, I want to say at some point, maybe that was a friggin' dream, because I don't remember the character, a dwarven shaman. Remember having, like, iron skin. Maybe he wasn't a dwarf. He might have been one of my Draenei shaman. One thing, I haven't fully looked into it, but I think they have added, you know, the demon Draenei guys, you know, the Erdar, in as a player choice, but it's just a type of Draenei rather than a allied race. It doesn't make sense for them to be just down as Draenei, because I think the Naru have quite forgotten them. You know? It doesn't make sense for them to just be a Draenei. They should have,
I need to target something
you know,
first.
something else going on with them, you know? Ten. Yeah, it doesn't make sense for them to be, you know, just Draenei. They're Eredar, you know? They've spent too long in the warp around demons to just be Draenei. Like, they wouldn't, like, they have heroic presence. Which no longer does anything for anyone else now. It's really misnamed. But previously it would increase everyone else's hit chance by like 1%. Me smash human! But no, it just boosts the Draenei stats. But yeah, they don't really have heroic presence. They're evil demon people that are like, oh, we lost. Can we throw in with you guys? You know, it doesn't make sense. Like, I want to say I fought Eredar before, and they've been flagged as demons. Well, maybe they were marked as humanoids. Maybe I'm misremembering. Great. That targeting's gone to shit. Oh, they have a rage meter. Suddenly, my rage meter is getting full. Hey folks, had to stop for a sec, and while I was stopped I decided to fuck it, switching away from my desk mic to my headset mic. Just figured it was easier. Me smash, you die.
I can't cast that yet. That spell is ready.
Eighth Goblin Deviled Clams. Okay, I can do that.
I can't cast that yet. I can't cast that. That's still charging.
Shock Soul. Ten again. Oh, here it is. And there's the hat.